Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today I'm talking about X-Men season number 2, episode number 8, The Dead Man's Hand. In this episode here, we get Gambit. He's back, but this time he's not quite himself, but he is himself at the same time. And we also find out what happened to Apocalypse too, as well. And we got all the teams coming together to pretty much handle this. We got X-Force and we got the X-Men working together to try to handle this whole Gambit situation. And then we got Rogue, who's happy at the same time to see that her man's back and he's alive and kicking, but at the same time it's terrified and scared because that's not really her man that she's in love with, who she's expecting about, who she's been dreaming about from the start. Because the show starts off with her having a dream about her being with Gambit, and it totally erases Magneto from the situation, and it puts Gambit there, and then as thing you know, Gambit turns to the Horseman of Death, and then he touches her, and then boom, she wakes up. And it makes it matters even worse. They're playing a card game, and they bring the Dead Man's Hand situation, which is like, okay, they really are rubbing in your face like this. Gambit's dead, and he's back now, and Rogue, I hope you're okay with that, because we're going to mess you up right now. So that's the situation going on here. And it also it gives you more on Apocalypse, on how he found love and the connection to the guild as well, because Callisto, not Callisto, what's her name? She used Apocalypse to so she gets celestial tech, and so she can become immortal herself and get an upgrade herself. Just to abandon him and leave him alone, which made him even more angry. Yeah. And you see how that played out. And it looks like, in a way, it almost looks like Apocalypse trying to get a revenge against Rogue. Because it was Rogue who pretty much told him that love is important, that he should take a chance on it. I hope he finds it as well, too. Then he takes her advice, finds love, and then he gets betrayed. And because the thing is, though, he even told her love is pain. And so now that he didn't get betrayed, so now he pretty much took over a Gambit. So it made him like search out for Gambit, take over his body just to get back at Rogue to be with her against her will, and using Gambit as the tool to get back at her, which is really messed up at the same time. Now, the action scenes in here were pretty cool, and animation's always been great on this show as well too. The voice actors do an amazing job. I like Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is one of my favorite X-Men, and then seeing him being possessed and seeing him like taking out all the X-Men using his powers and abilities, and see how skillful he is and how much a threat Nightcrawler can be if he actually wanted to turn evil. It was actually pretty cool as well. Seeing all the psychics using their powers and abilities, especially Cable, knowing he had to make the sacrifice he had to make to keep the virus at bay, but using his telekinetic powers to pretty much hold up the ship as well. So the visual, all the visuals was amazing. The only thing about the show that's a problem is it's kind of get rushed through a lot. So a lot of things like end before they get really get started. Like Gambit became a Horseman of Death for Apocalypse. And Apocalypse possessed his body, used his body as a vessel. Now, Gambit is an Omega level mutant. The only reason why he doesn't use his powers to the fullest is because he had his brain abolishized by Mr. Sinister, so he to help him control his powers a little bit better. So now that Apocalypse is inside his body, you can see his powers using a whole lot more and do a lot more creative ways to use his powers as well too. And the visual effects of how they use his powers, especially when using Death, which is visually amazing to look at. But at the same time, we didn't have a lot of time with him as Death. And like this, he became Death off on screen. We didn't even see him as Death. We didn't see Apocalypse take over his body. It happened off screen. And then he's here, and you see him using his powers and abilities, and you know, but in the show, it's over with. But at the same time, it's not over with because he took the thing from the celestial woman, and he put it inside a Rogue. What does that mean? Is Rogue changed now? Because they didn't address that in the movie. They did focus on Gambit being unconscious and Apocalypse still inside of him. But what about Rogue? He put the thing inside of her and went inside her chest. Is she changed now? Is she immortal? I hope they address that in the next episode, because they got to get through this a lot, which I don't think they're going to do. So that's sometimes really open-ended out there that hasn't been even touched on, because that's just, has she been changed? Is it going to affect her powers? Can she touch people now? Because she was able to touch Gambit in this episode, but only because he had Apocalypse inside of him. But she can't. But the thing at the same time, she can't. Her touch does affect Apocalypse. Is it because is Gambit dead? Was he dead? And so it had no effect? Was he just a walking corpse this whole time? It wasn't that thing. It leaves you a lot of questions. A lot of things that wasn't really explored really, or talked about, or addressed. So it is okay, and it just moved on to the next thing so quickly. I mean, did I like this episode? Yes, I did. I thought that, like I said, the cool visuals and stuff right here was cool. The action sequence I thought I did enjoy. Watching the creative way that you representing and using Gambit's power as he as his horseman was great to look at, and I did enjoy the story. It's just that it just sped through a lot. It's just a lot of things got, and so because things get sped through, something gets skipped over, some things get left behind. Like this, so is Rogue changed forever? Because in the comic books, Rogue is up. Powers have been upgraded that she can control her powers now. She actually can touch people, and so without killing them, and so now Rogue and Gambit are married. So is that going to happen here? Can she touch people now without killing them? I don't know. We see where this is going to go. Because they did the same thing with Wolverine without the animating. They gave back to it so quickly. Gambit situation they got handled real fast. So is Apocalypse still the main threat now? I guess. I don't know. But either who, still a fun episode. Looking forward to see where it's going to go from here and how they're going to end it. But I'm still having fun watching it. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of X-Men 97. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or did you enjoy it? Did it leave you a lot of questions and stuff that you want to get answered as well too? Do you think that these questions won't get addressed or answered at all? Because I'm not so sure. Because the thing is though, the way they moved on from it in this episode, I'm not so sure it's going to be addressed in the next episode. Because I think that might be the last one. They're trying to wrap things up. So the whole thing with Rogue and the whole celestial stuff and merge with her. I wonder they're going to have them touched on that. And I guess is Gambit just alive now? Because his skin went back to normal. So that means, was he dead then? Because the only time that her powers didn't affect Gambit was when he died. And so when she touched him, nothing happened. But it can't be because of the Apocalypse, because the Apocalypse is affected by her touch as well too. I mean, he can handle it a lot more than everybody else can, but it's still affected by it. So, I don't know. So, like I said, leave comments down below. Give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Next to my social media. If you want to follow me there, I really do appreciate it as well too. Also to my store, I got a Redbubble shop, T Public, and a Teespring. Check them out. See anything you like, buy some stuff. I would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.